Welcome, 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 y'all. Hold on. Let me move everything around here. Get the cards. How are you guys? We got a crow call. Wakey, wakey. Everybody here? I saw 3 crows today. I also saw a hawk in the sky. And for those of you that have been here for a while, you guys already know that depending on the spirit totem, the spirit animal, the spiritual being that comes into contact with you has a message for you for a reason. For those of you that have been seeing bird sightings, you've been seeing crows, maybe you heard a crow call, you may have seen a crow before you clicked on here, and maybe it's not a crow, maybe you saw a raven, maybe you're part of the crow family raven style, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you saw a raven. Some of you guys could have saw, like I said, a hawk or an eagle, okay? When I say hawks in the sky, that means that you are being watched over, okay? Not necessarily monitoring spirit style, but watched over as in you're protected, you're being looked after, okay? So when you see a hawk, you think, okay, protection. You think ancestors. You think guardian angels, guardian spirits from the spiritual realm. When you see crows, you know that there's going to be a message for you, okay? Whether it be urgent, meaning you need this message right now because something's coming up soon and you need this information for whatsoever reason. And that's why you will get the crow call. For those of you that you get messages from me, whether it be personal readings or you come on this channel or my OG channel, Mika Star Psychic 444, I will be dropping some messages over there specifically zodiac related, okay? I just got to get these announcements out of the way, you guys. I know y'all itching to hear the message, but I got to say what I got to say. Over there is going to be zodiac sign energy readings moving forward, okay? I'm sending out reminders through posts on Twitter. That's where I will give you the reminder post or anything like that. So anything that you see hashtag Crowleys, and you could even click on that hashtag link on Twitter. It will directly give you all the posts that I've ever hashtag Crowleys on. That also includes any channeled messages that I could have written down for you guys besides live streams, okay? Unfortunately, a lot of the live streams on Twitter that could have had anything to do with Crowleys on it, you're not going to be able to see those videos anymore, okay? That being said, let's see what's going on with you guys and why this crow call came in today. This particular week is of significance in terms of timing. Whenever you're watching, meaning whatever week that would be when you watch this, okay? So let's see what's going on with your energy. All right. I call on high vibrational spiritual beings that are connected to my viewer, to myself, to come in and deliver precise, clear messages that will have synchronicities and confirmations and will assist us to walk in our divine path and our divine lights. We welcome the ones who walk with light. May all helpful hands find their way in this reading to deliver beautiful messages so that the collective can benefit from. All right. This space reflects divine timing, protection, and alignment only. Anything that negates that must leave. Ashe. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's see where your energy is and what's affecting your energy. Thank you. All right, we have embraced the stillness. This particular week, being still is significant for you. We have ascended master energy for you. So you are actually going to be guided this particular week from an ascended master. So that hawk spirit was an ascended master that looks over you, supervises particular situations and things. This is higher guidance that will be speaking to you and delivering certain confirmations and synchronicities this upcoming week. So, embracing the stillness, if you feel the need to sit in silence, to be in quiet, to turn off the radio, to turn off your phone, to turn off the TV, even if it's for about 5 to 10 minutes of silence, it's for a reason. Okay, so the quiet is going to reveal a particular truth. Reflection may be needed to tap in with this ascended master. Okay, so this is going to provide some sort of insight. So for those of you that have the spiritual gift of hearing, okay, and you can hear, almost like if someone's whispering in your ear, if you can hear, you will hear some particular guidance coming forth from an ascended master, and this will provide how do I say this? This will provide insight in regards to something that you are trying to handle, situate, or navigate through this particular week. Okay. All right. Let's see. Give us some more information. Why did they receive this crow call? Show me their energy and who's affecting their energy. Thank you. All right. We have untapped abilities. So there is still something that you have not tapped into, Crowleys. All right. And there is some sort of gift, a psychic ability, a spiritual gift that you have not tapped into yet. And so this ascended master is going to speak to you and provide some sort of insight so you can recognize this gift within yourself this upcoming week. Okay, let's see what's going on here. So you are being supervised, utilizing this particular gift, identifying this gift so that way you can start using it. Okay, let's see what's going on here. And I'm not talking about like, oh, your gifts are working and you have no idea how you're using it. You have no idea like how how it actually is going to apply to you in the day-to-day life. No, I mean like you're actually going to tap into this gift and you're going to be like, holy shit, I didn't know I can do this. And this ascended master is going to start whispering some more things in your ear and you're like, oh my gosh, I can hear you. That's how it's going to be. So like they're talking about, you need to embrace the stillness so that way you're going to be able to hear it. So you're not going to be able to hear this ascended master in very loud places, meaning, if you're watching TV very loud, if there's a lot of people around, if you're doing like 10 different things and you're trying to multitask and stuff like that, I'm sorry, but this ascended master, this spiritual being that walks with you, okay, or that's going to be walking with you, training you, basically, supervising you, develop this particular spiritual gift this week. They need quiet. They need silence so that way they can speak to you, so that way they can communicate with you, so that way you guys can be on the same wavelength, right? And that way you will actually be able to listen. All right. And so in order to listen to this ascended master, the spiritual being that walks with you, that wants the best for you, okay, they're saying that you must embrace the stillness. So maybe I could be talking to some of you guys that you're always on the move, always on the move, always on the go, always planning, always thinking, think. And even when you're mindlessly scrolling, you're still fucking thinking. Okay, you can't shut it off. I'm definitely talking to somebody like that, right? You need to be in the state of meditation or trance or in the state of stillness where you're not panicking over something, you're not overthinking anything, you're just relaxed, just being, just breathing, just focusing on breathing, basically, for you to be able to hear this particular spirit guide. Okay, let's get some more insight. So far, it's sounding good. It sounds really nice. Okay, so maybe the spirit guide, maybe they're soft spoken. Okay, it could be that they're soft spoken, or it could just be that they want like that, one mic one love, one respect, right? So they really appreciate, like, I want you to pay attention to me when I'm talking to you, okay? So there's an ascended master here in your energy this particular week, and they showed themselves today as the hawk spirit, okay? So hawks in the sky, that lets you know that that ascended master is nearby, okay? Energy shockwave. I talked to you guys about the energy shockwaves recently. I'm not sure exactly how that may have felt for you on a personal level, but I did mention that recently in one of the previous next 48-hour readings when I was touching base with you guys' energy, kind of like a flyby type of situation. I do see the energy shockwaves still being around this upcoming week. I'm seeing physical. So this is physical sensations and signs. Some of you guys, hands, feet, head, crown. They're saying physically, you may feel sensations and signs of warmth and heat. The spine can also be significant. So rapid chills from almost imagine like a vibration type of sensation, okay? Almost like an electrical jolt of energy. So no, I'm not talking about you actually getting shocked. I'm talking about like you having a burst of energy where you can, do things that you didn't think you would be able to do, right? Again, unrecognized gift is actually showing you with your hands, with your feet, with your head, with your crown, with your spine, what this particular gift can do for you, okay? And so when I talk about gifts, again, going back to psychic abilities can be anything from channeling energy meaning receiving, being a receptor of energy, or being someone that can shoot energy. And so shooting energy is sending energy, projecting energy, however you want to say it. So some of you guys can send energy. So think Reiki, think shaman, think medicine, root worker, healer, right? And some of you can channel, receive. So now think diviner, think seer, think fortune teller, think medium, think somebody like me, right? And then for very few of you, you are ultimately gifted. You can do both, and you can also alchemize energy, meaning you can neutralize negativity and you can amplify positivity. And so you will be someone that is a teacher, okay? A spiritual teacher, spiritual guru, someone that can master the energy and show someone else how to manipulate it, okay? Whew. All right, you guys. Wow. You guys ready for some more? All right, let's see. Energy shockwaves. Ooh. All right. Also, pay attention to like now on social media, you're going to be able to find more people that are spiritual, more out in the open, more than what we used to be, right? So think about 3 years ago. 3 years ago, you may have had maybe 15 people doing readings and stuff like that. Now there's like over 300 readers on YouTube. There has to be like over at least 1,000 readers on YouTube, right? So you have to make sure that you are choosing who vibrates with you, meaning who understands your energy, who motivates you instead of, picks on you energetically. And so you need to know whether you are being picked on energetically, where someone constantly says, oh, you're doing this wrong and that wrong and this wrong and this other thing. And everything is going bad for you, or everything's karma, or everybody's out to hex you and jinx you and all this other stuff. You have to really kind of shift gears into a higher vibrational state. Yes, there's a balance, yes, certain things may fuck up with our lives, okay? Certain things might not go the way we think, but it's not always a hex. It is not always a jinx. People are not out here spending thousands of dollars just to make sure that, you lose your job. Let's get real, y'all. Okay, some of these hexes and jinx are self-sabotage. This is us jinxing ourselves on a day-to-day basis, saying, oh, well, I'm not going to get that job, or I have to look like this because I don't look like this, because I don't have this much money to look like this or to do this thing, then I'm not going to get it. And guess what? then you don't get it. Why? Because you believe that you weren't going to get it and that you weren't going to achieve it. So we're breaking that mentality. Okay, that's one of the things. That was a pure rapid channel fire thing where we have to break. We have to break that. All right, Crow Flock. And that's why this is happening. You're shifting that. We have divination. All right. In times of being still and you want to gain insight, meditation is going to benefit for those of you that you utilize these tools yourselves. Again, I usually read for a lot of people that are like me. Okay. Whether you are reading other people or not, look at that. Spiritual lessons in love tilted over. My Lord. My Lord, y'all. Okay. Usually I read a lot for people like me. Okay. And because this book tilted over, I wrote this book, and this book is all about all the different toxic romantic experiences I have dealt with and everything that I've done to persevere. Okay. Basically, you can find this book on Amazon. Right now, the ebook is able to be purchased. The physical book is out of stock. Okay. But yes, a lot of you guys, you could be in the stage of currently healing, currently identifying as someone that is spiritual, currently identifying with someone that could be capable of being a medium, could be capable of being a healer, could be capable of being some sort of spiritual teacher or counselor. Okay. Or those of you that you have found me because I have become one of those people to you, then this is where that divination tool comes in. In the next week or so, you're going to feel the need to get some sort of divination, to utilize some sort of tool that helps you utilize your intuition, to gain some sort of insight. Okay, some of you, it will be in the state of reflection and meditation. And for others of you, this would be, watching a reading, or perhaps pulling cards, or purchasing a reading of some sort and gaining that particular insight. All right. I'm seeing soulmate energy here for you guys in the next upcoming week. And this is giving soul tribe specifically. So you will be finding those group of people, okay, those particular people that you can feel safe, vulnerable, and authentic with. You don't have to hide who you really are. All right. We have soulmate energy also in regards to a business partner for some of you. Okay, this is a professional counterpart, nothing romantic. Okay, they will basically be your financial yin to your yang. All right, they may share complementary business plans, goals, aspirations, or skills similar to you. Okay, we have someone here that has the intention to help you, to aid you, to assist you. For some of you, to facilitate or improve something for you. Okay, there will be an ancestor spirit also walking with you this week, guiding you, and this is from your lineage. Okay, in particular. Let's see what else. I'm seeing also spiritual guidance, some sort of messages. So you guys could be waiting for some sort of download, or you should be preparing yourself this particular week through meditations on and off this week to channel a message. Okay. And again, I saw that it was an ascended master. So between either an ascended master or an ancestor spirit from your lineage that guides you, this is where you're going to be getting your messages from. Okay. And like I said, some of you guys, you could be getting it through like this, a reading like this, like from someone like me, or you could be purchasing your own individual reading. Some of you guys, you may have your own tools. For those of you that you have your own tools, you have your own tarot, oracle, charms, shells. This week, you're being guided to use your tools, to use your intuition, to gain more insight. Okay. For others of you, there could be perhaps maybe this reading, or maybe another reading. Some of you guys may have a personal reading or something of that nature. There's divination here. Okay. So that's what I see. That's where you're going to be receiving the message from. All right. Anything else here in their energy this week? Oh, here it is, the jealous evil eye. And I wouldn't be too surprised. So if you get this nudge, so we have spiritual guidance here. So wait on this, because you're going to get some sort of message that somebody is sending you the evil eye. All right, you're going to get a shockwave. This is meaning you're going to have a physical sensation in your body this week, and it's going to tell you what. Remember, what did I tell you guys about these energy readings? These energy readings are completely different than just me, doing tarot readings. Okay, tarot readings, I'll tell you based off of what you're doing right now. If you keep doing this right now, or everybody keeps doing what they're doing right now, these are the series of events that could happen based off of that type of energy. What I'm telling you here with these energies, okay, these energy readings, these cards are different. Okay, these energy readings, I'm telling you, I'm showing you, I'm predicting and also keeping you informed of how things that will develop in your energy, in your physical reality, so that way you'll be able to identify somebody that's sending you the evil eye. So that way you will identify you tapping into unrecognized gift of yours, you being able to recognize, okay, I'm talking to an ascended master, I'm talking to an ancestor, I'm telepathically reaching out to someone, or this dream is an omen, or that sign that I saw was actually indication to do this other thing, right? This is just to basically help you enhance your own intuition, okay? So this week, your body, your intuition, a physical sensation is going to be the sign to let you know that somebody's jealous of you. All right? That this person resents your light. So that means that physically you're going to be shining. There's something that's happening and you're feeling good and your energy is booming, okay, this week. And then you're going to feel something in your energy, boom. That's going to let you know that person is sending you the evil eye. They secretly envy you. And it's because you could be showing some sort of growth. It could have something to do with your spiritual powers, okay, your gifts. For others of you, it could be something that you are in the midst of creating or planning. They wish that they can trade places with you and they want to experience what you're experiencing. So that's how you're going to know. So you're going to feel some sort of energy shockwave that's not going to feel so good. So pay attention to that. That lets you know where the evil eye is. All right. Anything else for their energy this week? We have a soul message. Your heart. We're talking about your heart center, your heart chakra. Your heart has survived every pain it has experienced and known. And so right now, this week, you need to focus on healing and moving forward. Don't sit there and say stuff like, "Oh, I've been through worse. I can be through more, whatever. Like I can go through more." No, do not call forth more energy of confusion or pain and neglect. Okay, because there's a lot of things that you've surpassed. These insecurities, the hesitation. Yeah, you've been activated already energetically. And when you've been activated, now you have to act with intention and purpose. You have to move accordingly. So you already shifted mentally from what I'm seeing here. And so the feelings now is kind of like the aftermath. All right. These old emotional wounds are here and they could be influencing this hesitation or insecurity within you. That is exactly what you're moving past. Because you're moving past it, it can feel a little, anxiety inducing. So you may be feeling the waves. So like a rise and a peak, almost like an emotional roller coaster ride. And when you go into a roller coaster, like you feel like your stomach kind of climbs up and then it falls down, that sensation, right? And that is intimidating you. Okay. But that's the same sensation that's going to be able to identify who's sending you the evil eye. because that's exactly what they want to do. They want to intimidate you. They want that rush. Okay. And for some of you guys, that rush, you could feel it as excitement, but others of you, that doesn't feel good. It feels nerve wracking. Okay. And that's the energy that you're going to be able to feel, detect, to see who is this person that's sending you this evil eye. So prepare to channel that energy. Okay. Because for some of you guys, it can trigger you into making you feel insecure. Do not be insecure. When you feel the sensation, just know for a fact that you intuitively just picked up on somebody that gave you the evil eye. So trust yourself and move with purpose, right? What does moving with purpose look like? Moving in your spiritual alignment, doing what makes you happy, doing what protects you, doing what makes you be in love and enjoy and, in laughter. Anything that puts you in a very negative energy, then that's misalignment. That's not moving with purpose. Not for you, right? Because a lot of you have actually surpassed an experience with a cord maker. You've healed something, you've restored something, okay? You've gained back compassion. Some of you guys, you're discovering what has been being hidden, masked, and covered up, disguised, and concealed, okay? Let's get some more messages for you guys. Yeah. So this week, we had that hawk spirit. That hawk spirit talked about, like, you're being watched over, and now it's more so your ascended master wants to teach you how to detect the energy instead of you constantly being warned after the fact, right? After the fact would be like, well, the evil eye is already affecting your money. The evil eye is already affecting your job. Affecting your love life, right? But now you're going to be able to detect who it is as soon as they do it, so that way you can get the fuck out of Dodge. So that way they won't impact you at all. It won't get that far. You get what I'm saying? All right, ancestor messages. Ancestor messages for this crow call. What is their insight for this crow call? What is their insight? Your ancestors want you to speak up. This week, you have a conversation with them. Tell them exactly what you want. What do you want? Listen, I'm having trouble with this. I can't find this. I need this type of person. I need this amount of money. I need help with this goal. Let's not even say the amount of money. Let's just say the goal. Let's say the goal is getting a house. Let's say the goal is getting a car. Let's say just go straight for the goal. Fuck the amount of money. Go straight for the goal, whatever it is. I need to get my business up and running. I need more clients. I need to get the fuck out of here. I don't want to be here this week. Give me something, send something my way so that way I can leave town. All right, whatever it is, and always ask with the best intention, with benefit to all, with benefit to all involved. Let everybody involved be able to benefit from it, and watch how things starts moving. All right, they're gonna follow through. Like if you even say it today, they'll follow through. All right. Again, for those of you that you just want to double, triple, quadruple check, nope, no spell work is being cast against you. It's all you. This is your free will. You're strongly protected. Some of you guys may need to get back on that Reiki. All right, that Reiki schedule. Some of you guys, emotional baggage is one of the things that you struggle with a lot. And when I say emotional baggage, a lot of you are going to think, oh, well, oh yeah, because I needed to heal from ... Let me tell you something. If you're tapping into these gifts and stuff like that, and you're channeling energy and even evil eye and stuff like that, that means that you are someone that can absorb. You absorb a lot. So that means that you got to be doing salt baths a lot. Okay. And sometimes it's not even baths, because sometimes, a lot of people don't want to do baths all the time. You can do feet soaks. salty water feet soaks, so that way you can, or spiritual bath soaks for your feet specifically, and like get that energy up off of you for real. Some of you guys, you may need certain crystals that are cleansing crystals, or they rebalance your chakra. So you want to do like selenite or clear quartz. You want to do something like a black tourmaline because it's like a filter crystal. You would use, if you really are somebody that gets attacked a lot, you could do like a black obsidian. Okay, there's a lot of different things that you can do to protect your energy, to mask your energy, to even increase your frequency in your energy when you're going through a lot and experiencing a lot with certain people. But they keep saying like you're strongly protected against the evil eye and even spell work at this point. But this week you're being trained by this ascended master, by this ancestor spirit guide that's in your lineage. Okay, and they're walking with you and they're trying to train you so that way you'll be able to pick up when someone's giving you the evil eye, so you don't have to guess. This is so that way you don't have to do the guesswork, so that way you don't keep faltering back into that insecurity of like, oh, I'm spiritual, but sometimes I don't know if I'm really intuitive. I think I just be saying stuff because it's just a coincidence. But no, I'm trying to get you out of that mindset, because you are just like me. And I was in that period of time where like, I was selling people readings for like $2, $5 and stuff like that. And I had to realize my worth. I had to realize like, no, like I can really pick up these particular things. Like I can really save people's lives. I can really help people. I can really help people heal. You know what I'm saying? And I had to really be confident in myself, and being confident is meaning to be sure about yourself. And that's what your ancestors are helping you with this particular week. So they have eyes on the sky, all right, with the hawk spirit. Okay, so they're watching over you. So basically, like, think about when a parent sees their baby like walk for the first time, right? So it's like I've been helping you, and I have these guardrails for all this time, and I'm making sure that you don't fall. But now it's like, no, now I'm going to let you take those first steps. Look, sending you negative energy, jealousy. They are jealous of you. Okay? Some of you guys, it could be family, a family member, family ties. All right? Might not be your family member. It could be somebody else's family member. All right? But yeah, like, there could be definitely somebody that you've been feeling that for a while, but now you're going to be able to really detect, like, this is the sensation, this is the emotion, this is the place in your body that you're going to feel like, oh, that means that it's the evil eye, right? Like some readers, like they will sneeze, or their nose will itch, or their nose will get a little tickle or something like that, and they know, all right, that means that I'm right on the nose. That means I'm onto something, right? For you guys, you're going to feel that particular spiritual sensation in your, like, physically in your body somewhere, where it's going to tell you this person's jealous of me. Okay, so that's what they're trying to help you with this particular week. All right, some of you guys, you may, again, going back to the emotional baggage, you absorb energy with the people that you're around. So I'll give you an example. If you go to an event and the event is really hype and happy and everything's great, then you're going to leave from there energized. You're going to leave from there happy. You might even have more energy when you leave, right? But if you go to a place that, let's say, is kind of depressive, it's sad, it's very serious, it's monotone, there may be like riots or angry people or belligerent people or something like that, then that's the same energy that's going to cling onto you. It clings onto you, and you walk with it. And so you need to cleanse. Okay. Sometimes it can even affect, like, I'm even seeing like a kind of like an infection almost. It can infect your energy and cause you to like overthink about past trauma, past hurt. So think about, like, this is like when you start inflicting pain upon yourself because you already know what's going to make you cry, but you sit there and think about it anyway. right? Or you sit there and you say certain things that you shouldn't be saying to yourself or about yourself, or about the things that you may have done. Okay, so it might not be about you, but it might be about your actions, which then leads to like ridicule and stuff like that. So there's something there, like a lot of that is just projected energy. That's energy that's not yours. So it's like a lot of you may have healed from things and you're like, oh, well, I healed from that, or I removed that cord, or, I don't deal with that person anymore. But then you go into certain environments where you face these energies and the energy clings onto you. It clings onto you like water. And so, water is the most easiest thing to get dirty, right? It's good to clean, but it's the easiest thing to get dirty immediately. It's like your energy can get contaminated very, very easily. And so you need to be very careful with being around people that are not for you, okay? There's something here in regards to winning a prize, winning something this particular week, all right? Something could be a win for you, all right? You're claiming something this week, and that's good. All right, some of you guys, again, this is a double confirmation. There is a Reiki to-do list that you need to get done, all right? It's time to get on that. If you put it on your to-do list, if you put anything in regards to healing, any type of trauma healing, anything like that, it needs to get done. Because like I said, you guys are strongly protected. It's time for an ancestral offering. They're saying, hey, can you give us a home cooked meal? A hot plate would be great. So prepare a plate for them. Do a nice little dish, okay? Remember, foods must be traditional, at least that they're asking for your own traditional home family tradition or heritage. So if there's a specific type of plate of food, that they used to eat, or that just your culture eats, okay? Because it could be a cultural thing or a traditional thing, okay? Go ahead and do that. And again, for those of you that are new, you can throw it out the following morning. Or for those of you that you don't really want to go ahead and throw it out, you can do something where like you can package it up already in a container and you can give it to someone in need, right? After you say to your ancestors, hey, I'm going to give this to someone in need, after you take the ashe, the energy that you're going to take from this, and I'm going to pay it forward. I'm going to bless somebody, whoever needs this meal, I'm going to give it to them, right? But make sure that you say that to them so that way they know that it's not only for them, so that way they don't get offended. But they're not going to get offended if you give it to someone else, as long as you let them know, like, hey, you can take some energy from this, but I'm also going to pay it forward. I'm going to give it to someone else, right? What else? And for those of you that don't necessarily want to do that, you don't feel comfortable doing that, you can do that same thing. You can give them the hot plate, either like within that same hour or two, depending on, you would know if they took the offering, because the food becomes stiff. It becomes like really hard. Oh, sometimes you could even flip the plate over and it will stay stuck to the plate. It's very interesting. But if, for those of you that you're like, okay, well, I don't know what exactly to put on there, I don't know what to cook, I don't want to cook, then you can literally just, grab some fruits, grab some veggies, and just let it sit there for a week. All right, 3 days to 7 days, and then take it out, discard it, throw it out, say thank you, and keep it moving. Okay, but make sure that you're lighting it with either a yellow or a white candle with it, and call on your ancestors. So you could be like, ancestors of, last name, and ancestors of last name. So you have your mother and your father's last name. Come forth, my name is da da da. I'm giving to you whatever it is, whether it be flowers, food, a hot plate, whatever it is. I'm giving this to you as an offering. I love you. Take this in good graces, and You know, if you have a particular request, write it out and put it under the candle or under the plate. If you don't and you just want to give the offering, just to give the offering to uplift the spirits, then say that, you know, I'm just giving you this offering so that way you guys can charge up, but you can also, you know, uplift yourselves, uplift your spirit so that way you guys are in the best sound minds and hearts on the other side, okay? And that's how you lift the spirits. All right, some of you guys could be traveling. Some of you, someone could be sending you evil eye because you're traveling or you're on the go, you're on the move. All right. And that's the closed book on that. So there could be someone, pay attention to like whoever you share your plans with, that could be sending you the evil eye based off of how quickly your plans are moving. All right. Again, you don't have any energy cords attached to you. You're 100% in your own energy. Nobody's manipulating your energy. No one's trying to dominate your energy. No one's trying to coerce you or change your mind. I do see that there's something here about like you feeling kind of exhausted in your relationship. All right. Experiencing cycle loops without progress in certain relationships or circumstances. That has something to do with a past life of yours. That has something to do with some sort of karmic debt in a past life contract or something like that that you need to fix. And some of you guys, you may need to get a past life reading to fix that situation. Because somebody just asked about that. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing there. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and throw some money cards and then I gotta get out of here. Okay. Just saw third party what? Third party social media platforms can be significant. So social media accounts that has nothing to do with YouTube. Okay. Another social media account could be significant. All right. Something's being replaced. All right. We have move now. I love that card. We got the move now. Money's responding to motion. So that means that whatever you got this week, you going with the flow. You're doing it anyway. Something is being replaced. So that means like think about a swap out. I'm swapping this for that. Okay. Something's being replaced and it's going to benefit you. All right. Some of you think of this shelf is empty and now this shelf is full. Okay. I didn't have this, now I have that. Okay, think of that like that. Because that's what I'm seeing when they talk about replaced. At least in this circumstance. All right. We have angel number 1616, angel number 77. Purpose creates profit. What did I say about purpose, y'all? Move with purpose. How do you move with purpose, y'all? Especially when we talk about finances and your career. Doing things that make you happy financially. Working a career that makes you happy. Okay? Your calling is lucrative. Alignment brings abundance for you this week. All right? Some of you guys may need to sit there and think about, meditate. List the top 3 passion or skills that you have. First 3 things that come to mind. What are you skilled at? What are you talented at? What are you really good at? So good that you could teach somebody else and get them to be able to do it just like you. 3 skills. All right, 3 skills. Top 3 passions. Oh, I love to do this so much. I could do this for hours. Oh my God, I forgot to eat. Passionate. Okay. Those 3 things that can make you money, baby. That can make you money, especially this week. Okay. Your gifts want expression. And we talked about an untapped gift. So maybe there's something that you haven't tapped into in regards to making money and profiting from it. Okay. There's something here. Some of you guys that do like spell jars and stuff like that, you may need to do like a clarity spell to see something clearly, a spell jar or something. maybe a money spell or a money jar. Passive income. Look at this, sublet revenue. Some of you guys could be leasing a room. Subletting. Subletting is say I have this house or this apartment and I'm not using this spare room or I'm not using this spare floor or something like that, and then I lease it out to somebody else. That's what a sublet is. Like the lease is under my name, but I'm letting you rent this thing out for like a month or two, and you pay this portion. Basically, that's what that is. So passive income that could benefit somebody. All right. Say hello. Move now. Moving where? Moving into frequency. Hello. Money deposits, checks, and tips of currency flowing to your financial accounts. So there are affirmations of finances being in your account that is working right now for you. Some of you guys could be getting multiple deposits or transfers of moving in money into your account. Okay. Something here in regards to getting more than $5,000 or getting more money in the next 2 weeks. All right. Angel number 1313, which equates to 44. Your courage will unlock income for you. All right. The fear is what's dimming the prosperity. I told you guys about, like, you can really talk yourself out of your blessings, right? And I want you guys to empower yourselves. All right. So stop playing it small. Make bolder steps. Bigger plans, bigger decisions, bigger affirmation statements. Don't just say that you're a money magnet. Say that you're an opportunity magnet. Opportunities come to you all the time. People want to do business with you all the time. Say things like that, because just sitting there and say, oh, I attract money and money comes to me. Well, let's talk a little bit more about how the money's going to come. I attract entrepreneur opportunities. I attract travel worldwide based off of my career. I attract celebrity clientele. I attract broadcast communication ads. So that way I'm broadcasting all around the world, like whatever it is, but let's really step on it, like for real. Okay, let's really enhance those affirmations that you guys are working on. Some of you guys, you may need to apply for a new opportunity. There's a new opportunity that is here for you that you can apply for, and actually it will replace something for you and it's going to benefit you. Some of you guys, solar plexus energy work, solar plexus breath work, solar plexus mantras, okay, mudras will help you. So yeah, I'm seeing more money coming in, money being saved. All right, $3,000 is significant, $5,000 is significant. Something happening within the next 3 months could be significant in regards to your financial accounts. A podcast, a radio station could be significant. All right. Financial sponsors, capital investments. So this is, again, property, real estate, land, acres. Capital investment could be significant here. Sponsorships being paid. So this could be a company sponsoring you, paying you, a business contract being signed, something being paid out to you, something being offered to you financially. There's a financial offer, some sort of contract, again, being signed. The contract could be something of like a sublet, a lease, a property, or something of that nature. That's where the signature is going to be needed. All right. And make sure that, again, we have angel number 111 with the leaks, the energy leaks. And the truth behind those energy leaks would be hidden expenses. So make sure that you pay attention to those hidden expenses. those expenses that are miscellaneous, those expenses that, you know, you're on the road and you swipe anyway, you go eat out and you swipe anyway. You weren't expecting to pay that much, but fuck it, I'm going to do it anyway. Those types of things, pay attention to that. Energy could be slipping through the cracks, and we're talking about finances, so you don't want that to happen. Restore that money by restoring awareness, and which gives you more power financially. Some of you guys, again, with the clarity, this is double energy of clarity. You can burn a bay leaf labeled clarity, burn that. You can burn it into a little jar. You can burn it and then light a candle and have a candle next to it, whatever you want. But just make sure that you burn that bay leaf for clarity, for those of you that are feeling financially confused on your next step, okay? And then we have, make sure that you also do a spending audit for the past 60 days for those of you that need a task financially to get it together. I love you. So that 111 is giving you that clarity of like, okay, you want to make sure that you are not making the same mistakes more than 2 months in a row. Okay, so it makes sense if it's unexpected and stuff like that, for those payments, but you don't want to keep making the same mistake over and over and over again, because that's going to cause issues financially. And the last reading, I talked to you guys about financial management. Okay, full circle. That's everything that I have for you guys. Comment down below. Let me know how that resonates. And I wish you the best of luck. Until next time, girlies. Peace.